Hey peeps, we are back. We're talking Love After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 4. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. So the episode starts off with Melissa and Louie, and honey, listen, and I call bullshit, okay? It's 11:45 p.m. and Louie and Melissa are sneaking out. However, they want us to believe that Donna is sound asleep with this full-fledged camera crew in the house. I don't think so. It would have been more believable if Louie and Melissa had filmed themselves escaping on their cell phone than the fact that there's a full-fledged camera crew still set up in the house as they tip out like two teenagers when they are both 40. Okay, she is 39, closer to 40 than not. He is 41 or 42. They are too old for this bullshit. And you know, I'm going to be all over the place here, but throughout this entire time, I have been saying over and over and over again that Melissa needs therapy. You know, her family should be concerned. She is still stuck in high school at 40 years old. This is crazy. She's been waiting for Louie for 20 years. Why? Why? You live in New Jersey where there are plenty of men. Why have you been so stuck and obsessed with Louie? This is a problem. You need some help. And you know, every time I see them on here and I hear her talk about high school, I think to myself, where are the people that went to their high school? Are they watching Love After Lockup? And while they're watching it, how are they feeling about this? Are they laughing? Are they concerned? Are they sad? You know, I really need Love After Lockup to reach out to some of their high school classmates. Is it almost time for the class reunion? So they get to this hotel and oh God, I'm thinking to myself, this is really gross. We find out that Melissa wants to have sex without a condom. I said, well, what the shit? This dude has been in jail for 10 years. You want to have the sex with no condom? And then she says that they had discussed it and decided that, you know, they didn't want to have children, but Donna says that she can't or she shouldn't have kids. So now she wants to. I said, okay, so you're sneaking out like a teenager. Now, because Donna said you shouldn't have kids, you want to get pregnant like a teenager. I mean, I know teenagers who are smarter than Melissa. Then they let us know that she's on her cycle. So they were having the gross sex at a hotel on these people's sheets in this bed that other people have been having the sex in on her cycle. Oh, that just disgusts me. And you know what else disgusts me? They went to take off these clothes and everything, and neither one of them have showered for the day. Nobody's washed their ass. What is going on? I'm grossed out. Then she's talking about how she's concerned, you know, about him living in Georgia while she's in New Jersey. She doesn't know if they're going to be able to make it in a long distance relationship. But you're okay to get pregnant by him and you're okay to have unprotected sex. But you just don't know if you're going to be able to handle a long distance relationship. What the hell is wrong with you? Then they decide that they're going to go to the parole office without his mom. His mom is blowing the phone up. Where are you? Where are you? Oh my God. Oh my God. She wants to go to the parole office with him. She needs to hear everything, all the details. You know what? She doesn't need to be there. She really doesn't. She shows up there wearing a nightgown or a robe or a house coat or something. She looks ridiculous. She shows up there as if she was right in the middle of cleaning the house or whipping up some lasagna or something and decided, oh, I've just got to get over to the parole office. It just shows up there beating on Melissa's window with a wooden spoon. I said, Donna, get help, Donna. This is crazy. You know, they both act like children, which is why Donna treats them like children. Until they both grow the hell up, this is what they're going to get. And Donna is going to continue to talk to Melissa like she's crazy. And she's going to continue to disrespect Melissa because she has zero respect for Melissa. And the way Melissa acts She doesn't have respect for herself either. And then she's concerned that if Louis doesn't move there with her, oh my God, he's going to probably cheat on me. People are going to be wanting him. Listen, honey, listen. Trust me when I say this. Nobody wants Louis but you. Nobody wants Louis but you. Repeat this to yourself in a mirror 5 times. Nobody wants Louis but you. This man has 5 teeth. He has been in jail for 10 years. He is an addict with no damn job and a crazy ass mom. Nobody wants Louis but you. Repeat that to yourself. Girl, you are safe to go around the world twice and Louis will still be available and single. Okay? Jeez. I'm tired of it. If Louis does get to go to New Jersey, there's no way in hell that Donna is not packing up that house and all of her knickknacks and hightailing her ass to New Jersey. She is going to be wherever this boy is because Donna has not let go. I'm sick of them. Moving on. Shereé and Anthony. So Shereé picks Anthony up. I still totally disagree with this outfit that she's wearing. They have a lot of PDA out there, at the pickup. It was a little gross in my opinion. He changes his clothes and throws his clothes out on the ground along with his shoes. And I said, I wish a police officer would just throw on the lights right then and give him a ticket. Here in my state, if you litter like that, that's a $500 ticket. And you can't tell me that you couldn't have just threw that stuff in the back of the car and then threw it out when you got home. You couldn't find a trash can or a better way to dispose of that. I am not a fan of littering. I really hate litter. I really do. Anyway, before she had even seen him for a good 5 minutes, all of a sudden she's letting him know that she's got an itinerary for him. And he says, well, I have a parole officer. And she says, well, I'm not trying to be your parole officer. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. She gave him that iPhone. I said, that iPhone, I know it's got a tracker on it. She's got a tracking app on that. She absolutely expects him to go by this itinerary, and it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out like that. I think that she is extremely messy, extremely clingy. She's going to be a problem. She makes this comment that she's having that party for him because she wants her son's father to see her and Anthony together and happy. So to me, it sounds like you're bitter. It sounds like to me that you still have unresolved feelings for your son's father. She just seems to me to be kind of messy and not fully there. And as the episode is going on and Anthony is talking to her, I don't really like him. I think that he's rude. I don't like the way he speaks to her, and I don't know why she hasn't caught on that he's not about to be played with. You are not about to control him. Whatever she thought was about to happen with her fake husband, it's not. One thing is for sure, he is not here for boot camp. When they went to the barber shop, he did not introduce her to his barber, who he seems to be friends with. I don't understand why she felt that she needed to sit there and watch him while he got his hair cut. Personally, I hate going into the barbershop. I would have just waited out in the car. Second of all, he hasn't seen these dudes in a long time. They want to dap it up and talk about some stuff. Just do that. I really hate barbershop talk. Anyway, I have a son. I'm a single mom, so I always had to do the barbershop talk and hear and listen until he was old enough to go into the barbershop and I could wait for him out in the car. Barbershop talk. Anyway, I don't think this couple is going to work out. I think that on top of her and his mom, they are about to piss him the hell off. And did you see how he reacted when she said, your mom made this fried chicken for you? He said, I don't want that. I want some real food. I said, normally people are so excited about eating their mama's food. He didn't want his mama's chicken. He wanted Popeyes. I do love a little Popeyes. But still, I think I would have probably asked for both. I would have, eaten my mama's chicken and then got Popeyes later. Don't disrespect the mama. I'm just saying. Chelsea and Mikey. Okay. So you guys know that I really love Chelsea. I really love Chelsea. I want Chelsea to be happy. I want Trevor and the rest of her children to be happy. Seeing her and Mikey together, I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for them because it seems that Mikey really cares about her. They got along great with his family. He says that he wants to do right by her. He wants to get a job. He wants to be a good person and build a healthy relationship with her and a family with her children. And I hope so, because I don't want this woman hurt, and she has been hurt enough. And when her son Trevor called her, I got so emotional because you can see that her and Trevor have such a close relationship, that they are so close to each other. And I don't want Mikey disrupting that. I want him to be able to add to her happiness, not fuck it up. And I'm concerned. I am so sorry for the loss of his mother. I'm sorry for Chelsea's loss of her mother as well. Both of them have lost their moms in a really close time frame. And so they're going through a lot. Him taking her to his family's house. I understood her not wanting to spend the night at the house and sleep in his mom's, old bed. I wouldn't want any of that action either. I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but I didn't love that house. It was just trash on top of trash, knick-knack on top of knick-knack. Sometimes you can't have too many damn knick-knacks. I'm just saying. And I also am one of those people to believe there's a place for everything. And, sometimes that place is the trash. I wouldn't have felt comfortable staying there. And I absolutely would not have felt comfortable sleeping in his mom's bed. It's too much. Okay. So then they decide to go back to the hotel. And he's ready to have the sex. He said he's been fantasizing. He's been thinking about some things, he wants to do. And she doesn't want to have the sex. She's nervous and afraid because she is not ready. She says that she has not had sex in 4 years and she's not ready to just jump into anything right now. She wants to wait 4 to 6 months. I think that she probably should have broached this subject with him a lot sooner, because right now they're headed into this hotel and this dude is ready to pounce. Listen, I'm wishing the best for Chelsea and Mikey. I hope that he does right. I hope that this man stays sober, stays on the straight and narrow, finds himself a damn job, and turns out to be a faithful, loving boyfriend for her and a good guy to her children. Otherwise, I'll be looking for you, Mikey. I'm just saying. Moving on. Now, honey, Andy and Britney. Lord. Andy goes out to get the coffee. He comes back and Britney's got an attitude. She's not ready to leave the town. She wants to stay with Grace. And you know what I say to that? You should stay with Grace. You know what else I say with that? I think that Britney is absolutely using Grace as a reason to get rid of Andy because she's really not into Andy. And I think that Andy is blaming Gracie for Britney not wanting him. When the truth is, Andy, you've been wearing that same outfit for the last 3 episodes. When are you going to wash your ass and put on a fresh change of clothes? What you should be more concerned about is your son, Barry. Barry has been traveling around town to town, baking cakes, getting balloons, listening to your bullshit for too damn long. And you're not concerned enough about Barry for me. At least Barry has been showering and changing. Lord, I hope you fed the boy. I mean, this is just ridiculous. The point is Britney is not into you. She does not want you. You got to go on, Andy. You got to go on. Andy tries to put his foot down and tells her that she needs to come home with him. Listen, Andy wants to separate her from this town and these kids because, first of all, Andy doesn't have any more money to keep staying the night at this hotel. And second of all, Andy wants to get her alone, and it's just not going to happen. She's not into you, Andy. You've been played. You've been used. She's not interested. Britney never, ever once thought that Andy was attractive. She just wanted all the gifts. She wanted the money. She wanted all the phone calls. She knew that she could use him, and that's exactly what she did. Andy, you are setting an example for your children that really sucks. And that example is that you're weak and gullible. That you care more about this jailbird addict than you do about your children. You need to cut your losses and carry yourself and Barry back home. Go the fuck home. Britney at some point says something about Andy should have been looking for somebody else, a better woman. But you didn't think that he needed to look for anybody else when you were cashing in. Britney is manipulative. Andy is selfish. I do have to agree with her about that. Andy is selfish because he wants to just grab her up and leave. He's not thinking about the children that she's leaving behind. But at the same time, is Britney thinking about her children? Instead of paroling to Andy's, you should have paroled your ass to a family member's house where you could be close to your children. I do realize that it is good for you to get away from the people and places, and things that you were around when you were doing the drugs. Absolutely. I agree with that. However, you should have made some sort of plan for you and your kids to be somewhere safe so that you could work on your relationship with your children. Instead, you decided to play this game and fool la la with Andy and his heart. And, we're going to go to Rome and we're going to do all this. Why didn't you say, hey, Andy, I'd like to come to Rome with you, but can I bring all my kids? Figure something out. This is ridiculous. You can't put all this on Andy. You got to blame yourself for this too. Andy had an attitude. He was pissed off. I think he has the right to be pissed off a little bit. But the fact that he wants to bring up all the things that he did for her, you should have done that out the kindness of your heart. Clearly, you did it because you thought you was going to get some sex. You're not getting any sex, Chaz. Okay? He is Chaz. She is Branwyn. I don't care what nobody say. I'm sick of Britney and Andy. Andy should have said, Britney, go ahead. Go with Grace. Me and Barry are going to go on home. And just left. Went on about your business. But instead, he's sitting at a hotel room with Barry, not knowing what the hell his next move is. What kind of grown-ass man has no clue what his next move is? Barry calls his sister and says, I think you might be right. Britney just left with her daughter and we don't know what's going on. And his sister says, yeah, she's purposely using him. She's totally using this guy. Britney has manipulated the shit out of Andy, and Andy has fell for it every single move. Andy, cut your losses. Carry your ass home. Go home and invest some time in your children. Let Britney stay in her town and, focus on her relationship with her kids and her sobriety. Joy in red. Now, honey, listen, this episode opens up with Joy at an attorney's office asking about how Red can legally adopt her child. I said, I know this woman that we just saw at the pawn shop last episode tried to pawn all of her family valuables, her family heirlooms for $500 so that she could have money to flex with Red, is not at a law office trying to obtain an attorney. This has to be a free consultation. What the shit? Anyway, the lawyer tells her that the judge would at least want her and Red to be married for 3 years and see that there has been an established connection with her child. And, let's talk about this biological father. She tells the lawyer that she had sex with 3 different men and she doesn't know who, the baby's father is. I said, say what now? Say what? Okay, so you had sex with 3 different dudes in the same time period with no condoms. I need you to really open up your damn eyes and get some help. Get tested and get some help. What? And then she keeps on saying how she cheated on Red. How exactly did you cheat on a man that you have never met ever? If I have never met you in person, I have never seen you outside of jail, I've never even had an in-person jailhouse visit with you, I'm not cheating on you because you're not my man. What the fuck? I'm tired. This girl is absolutely batshit crazy. You know what? I hate to say it, but she's an idiot. My problem with her is she made this comment that she hopes she's doing the right thing. You're not. You haven't made one right decision. Not one right decision. Here it is that your sister is so afraid that this dude is going to get one look at you, get a look at your situation here at your home, and leave you. And you are so concerned about just having a man, in my opinion. I think that you have very low self-esteem and you are causing a problem, not just for yourself, but for your son too. Your son deserves better than this. Instead of you trying to buy love, because that's exactly what this is. You are buying a man. You are buying a man. If you have known him for 7 years and you are living the way you are living and you are pawning items and you are feeding your son raw fucking hot dogs, which I do not approve, and my approval is not necessary, but I still don't approve of it. Anyway, what? I just don't understand this. Joy. For the love of God and for the love of your family, wake the fuck up. That's all I can say. Wake the fuck up. Get rid of this bullshit. Stop this. You need to save your money. Get your life together. Get a nice place. Get somewhere safe and secure to build a real future for your son. That $40,000 or $45,000 that you have spent on this raggedy ass dude that you don't even fucking know. You could have put down a down payment on a house. You could have started a fucking college fund. You could have got a decent apartment. I mean, I am sick of the shit. It's time for you to start putting your son first, not some dick that's been in jail for 7 years. Clearly, you don't have a problem getting dick because you had 3. At least they were out. And at some point, they're going to figure out that they might be the father of your son. You're never going to be able to let Red adopt your son without the real father knowing or finding out. The courts want to know. Girl, you crazy as hell. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you. You have got my blood pressure up. Joy, do better. Anyway, peeps, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.